Welcome to our channel. Today, we have an exciting topic that all you coin enthusiasts and history buffs will find incredibly intriguing: the 1964 Jefferson nickel, a seemingly ordinary 5-cent piece that has somehow become not only a beloved collectible but also a symbol of extraordinary value, worth up to an astonishing $170 million in some rare cases. You might wonder, what is it about this particular nickel that differentiates it so dramatically from its face value? Well, the answer lies in a rather fascinating interplay of errors, mistakes, and mint mark discrepancies that occurred during its minting process, resulting in certain specimens that are highly sought after by collectors and numismatists alike. The Jefferson nickel itself was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was the result of an open design competition won by Felix Schlag. The design features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse, while the reverse displays an image of Jefferson's stately home, Monticello. What many may not realize is that the minting of the Jefferson nickel has a rich history, which took on even more significance when we consider the events surrounding its 1964 release. During the early 1960s, the world was in flux, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum in the United States, and the nation was still grappling with the aftermath of World War II. There was also a notable shift in currency as the U.S. government began to reconsider the metals used in its coins, leading to a broader conversation about the coinage and its relevance to American identity. Following these changes, there were pressing issues related to the minting process in 1964. The U.S. Mint faced increased demand for coins, which led to hurried production and, unfortunately, a higher likelihood of errors. These errors would change the course of the 1964 Jefferson nickel's legacy forever. One of the critical factors adding to the value of some 1964 nickels is related to mint marks. Mint marks are essential identifiers that help collectors determine where a particular coin was produced. For the 1964 release, coins were minted in 3 primary locations: Philadelphia, which produced coins without any mint mark; Denver, which marked its coins with a D, and San Francisco, which used an S to designate its output. Unknown to many, certain coins produced at the San Francisco Mint during this time are particularly notable because some have been discovered that do not have a mint mark at all. This error signifies that the coin was supposedly minted in San Francisco, but the absence of the S has made it immensely valuable. Such pieces are incredibly rare, and their unique characteristics have led to heightened interest among collectors, as they exemplify how something thought to be a straightforward coin can turn into a prized possession with a story behind it. Additionally, collectors often identify errors such as double strikes on coins, which can create a compelling visual spectacle. These errors occur when a coin is struck more than once, leading to misaligned impressions or a pronounced doubling effect that can create striking visual variations. A 1964 Jefferson nickel that has undergone this type of error can be particularly appealing to collectors, as it exemplifies the randomness of the minting process, creating unique features that specialists actively pursue. Moreover, the coin's composition during this era remained consistent with the standard copper-nickel blend, which means that the potential for mistakes lay primarily in the production process rather than the material used. As we explore the extraordinary value placed on the 1964 Jefferson nickel, we must also consider how other types of errors, like planchet errors, come into play. These occur when a coin is struck on an incorrect planchet, which may or may not be intended for use with that specific design. This can lead to visually unique examples of coins that can attract interest and curiosity among collectors. For instance, a nickel struck on a dime or quarter planchet can result in an unusual weight and texture, thus enhancing its value due to its unconventional characteristics. As we journey further into the history of the 1964 Jefferson nickel, it is essential to recognize that the year itself was significant for various reasons, contributing to the coin's allure. Following the assassination of John F. Kennedy in November 1963, Americans witnessed a surge in interest surrounding commemorative coins, including the 1964 editions. This development resulted from a national sense of mourning and yearning for historical continuity, prompting individuals to cherish tangible pieces of their nation's history. Many collectors, in turn, started focusing their attention on coins minted in this era as they sought to diversify their collections and appreciate the stories behind each piece. The demand for coins reflecting this period amplified during a time when America was facing significant cultural and political changes, further driving interest in collectibles like the 1964 Jefferson nickel. Historically, coins are often seen as time capsules, holding within them both monetary value and the narrative of a society during a particular moment in time. As we delve deeper into the collecting and valuing of these coins, it becomes apparent that the Jefferson nickel and its unique errors symbolize the human experience, our flaws, our history, and our creativity. The current coin collecting landscape is filled with enthusiasts eager to learn about the intricate details that make a coin valuable, and the 1964 Jefferson nickel embodies that quest for knowledge and the thrill of discovery. Due to variations in demand, the prices for error coins can fluctuate dramatically. Some may be just a few dollars above their face value, while rare examples, especially those linked with notable errors, can soar into the thousands or even millions, creating excitement and competition among collectors. Auction houses have witnessed some truly jaw-dropping prices for 1964 Jefferson nickels with noted errors, where bidding wars escalate as collectors vie to take home these rare specimens. The excitement generated as news spreads about a particularly rare piece adds an incredible dimension to the world of coin collecting, captivating audiences far beyond those who simply see coins as currency. The thrill of discovery combined with market dynamics can lead to unexpected outcomes. Coins that may have once been overlooked can suddenly gain enormous value, attracting a new wave of interest. Each coin tells a story, and the recognition of a unique error or rarity ensures that those stories resonate through the years. For many collectors, especially those still exploring the vast world of numismatics, learning about the various subcategories within the 1964 Jefferson nickel is an endless journey. In this context, die varieties play an integral role, as they capture the nuances of the minting process. Handcrafted dies produced by engravers serve as the primary tools for striking coins, and variations may occur depending on the way dies are used, or even if they sustain wear and tear over time. For example, small inconsistencies in the lettering or design of the Monticello can lead to classifications of die varieties that create significant distinctions among seemingly similar coins. Collectors often find themselves drawn to acquiring these varieties in their pursuit of completeness and depth in their collections. They relish the knowledge gained about specific features that enhance the storytelling aspect of their coins. Ultimately, the dynamic world of coin collecting continues to evolve, as the 1964 Jefferson nickel demonstrates how historical context, production errors, and market demand can lead to extraordinary results. The general public may not fully appreciate how collectors become deeply invested, not only financially but emotionally, in the world of numismatics, but for many, each coin represents a piece of history and a connection to the past. As our discussion of the 1964 Jefferson nickel draws to a close, we invite you to reflect on the richness of this story, the confluence of artistry, history, and chance that elevates a seemingly average 5-cent piece to a treasure of immense worth. Coins are not merely currency, they embody the spirit of discovery, individual stories, and complex narratives that link generations together. Whether you're an avid collector or just beginning to explore the world of coins, we hope you've enjoyed learning about the remarkable journey of the 1964 Jefferson nickel and the extraordinary factors that contribute to its unique position in history and investment. If you found this exploration of the 1964 Jefferson nickel captivating, we encourage you to leave us a thumbs up, subscribe for more insightful content, and join us next time as we uncover other fascinating coins that might be hidden in your pockets or collections. Thank you for tuning in. Next 1999 P. Jefferson nickels. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey into the captivating world of numismatics, specifically focusing on a coin that has intrigued collectors and coin enthusiasts for years, the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel. You might not give much thought to a nickel when you're paying for your morning coffee, but this particular 5-cent piece, originally minted to commemorate Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, has become a treasure trove of opportunity for collectors, fetching astonishing sums that far exceed its face value. In fact, we're discussing a potential worth of $180 million attributed to various error variants stemming from minting mistakes and mint mark anomalies, which sharply highlight the unpredictable nature of collectibles and their market values. To start, Let's delve into the context of why minting errors can elevate the status of a coin from simple change to a prized collectible. The 1999 P. Jefferson nickel may appear to be just another regular coin, but when we examine the particulars surrounding its minting, we find a plethora of variations that can make it exceedingly rare and valuable. Errors in coin production are not uncommon but can significantly affect the desirability and worth of a coin. Among collectors, specific types of errors have emerged as particularly desirable attributes, setting certain examples far apart from the legions of standard coins. In the case of the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel, there are a few key minting anomalies that have captured the attention of enthusiasts and investors alike. One of the hallmark error types is known as the striking error, which occurs when the coin is not struck correctly due to various factors, leading to coins with unique features that can be particularly sought after. Coins like these may display unusual characteristics such as off-center strikes or doubling of letters and numbers that create a visual appeal and intrigue, almost like a piece of art shaped by mishap. For instance, an off-center 1999 P nickel can arise when the planchet, which is the round metal disc intended for striking, is not properly positioned when the die strikes it. This misalignment can lead to striking a portion of the coin off the intended area, leading to a unique design that stands out in the eyes of collectors. Such examples create a buzz within the community, and their rarity translates directly to desirability, establishing market demand that often sees prices soaring. In conjunction with the off-center errors, we also observe instances of coins being struck with the wrong die, leading to additional unusual attributes that catch the eye. Suppose a 1999 P nickel were struck with a die meant for another coin, such as a dime or quarter. In that case, the resultant coin would be both visually and historically significant, making it exceedingly rare and enhancing its value dramatically. Collectors deeply appreciate such anomalies because each represents a unique story from the minting process that adds character and historical depth to the coin. Beyond striking errors, we also have to consider the mint mark variations, specifically the P mint mark indicating production at the Philadelphia Mint. Since this was the first time a P mint mark appeared on a nickel since its production began, rarity unfolds even further as collectors seek to understand which pieces carry additional defining characteristics alongside the P mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint changed its process over the years, making collectibles from specific years even more desirable, and the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel proves to be no exception, as details regarding its production and any other error types could lead to substantial market interest and an impressive appreciation in value. As we engage further with the topic, it becomes apparent that the backdrop of the coin market plays a significant role in how collectibles are cherished and valued. From fluctuations in collector interest to the impact of auction results, the overall perception of various coins can dramatically change over time. Coins that were once dismissed as common or worthless can see their fortunes shift based on new discoveries, expert evaluations, or increased public interest. This cyclical nature of collectibles allows coins like the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel to tumble into prominence despite their contemporary releases, as collectors always search for the next hidden gem buried in the vast sea of currency circulating through everyday transactions. Perhaps even more astonishing is that some 1999 P nickels are graded by reputable grading services and could fetch hundreds, if not thousands, at auction, placing them far beyond their standard valuation, as high as a few $1,000s or even more for those pieces carrying the rarest features. When examining this coin's meteoric rise in value, we can establish a reasoned understanding about why the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel has captured the imagination of so many and become a focal point of the market. Evaluating coins that ascend in value not only requires an eye for identifying errors but also a comprehensive understanding of historical and market context, as both play a role in determining desirability and worth. As collectors become more educated and informed, the presence of suitable forums and communities allows like-minded individuals to share insights, experiences, and discoveries, which helps establish a network that drives demand and value in the coin market. In addition to this, online platforms and auction houses have made it easier for collectors to obtain and sell valuable coins, transforming the landscape around collectibles. As an example, social media outlets have increasingly become a means for collectors to connect, share information, and market particular coins, which effectively aids in uncovering the hidden potential behind coins like the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel. This growing interaction complements the traditional practices of attending coin shows and conventions, where trade and dialogue have historically allowed collectors to delve deeper into the intricacies of minting, design features, error attribution, and market value, adding layers upon layers to the experience of coin collecting and the community surrounding it. With changing dynamics in collector preferences, appraisals, and the ever-present allure of rarities and errors, the future of the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel seems bright, with values likely to continue reflecting collector enthusiasm and market interest. Additionally, discussing coin collections would be incomplete without recognizing that a vital part of the personalization of collecting triggers emotional connections and stories that drive collectors to pursue specific items. This attachment often stems from personal experiences, connections to family heritage, or even the thrill of acquiring a piece with historical relevance. For many collectors, finding a 1999 P nickel with significant errors or unique features becomes not only about material value but also about constructing a narrative surrounding their collection, which elevates the entire experience beyond mere monetary terms. Moving forward, the conversation surrounding the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel serves as a perfect microcosm for the collector's journey. With varied paths that lead to specific coins and the potential for discovering immense value hidden within what appears to be a run-of-the-mill nickel, each collector may find themselves drawn to seek the next remarkable piece for their own collection. The importance of proper grading and evaluation cannot be understated. This process significantly influences the overall worth of a coin, as those graded by professional services have consistently fetched higher prices than their ungraded counterparts. Collectors aiming to maximize the potential value of their 1999 P. Jefferson nickels would do well to invest time in understanding the grading systems used, as knowing how a coin's condition, rarity, and features are assessed builds an essential foundation for pricing and market outreach. Furthermore, this dedication to learning extends beyond just understanding the mechanics of grading and collecting, as it ultimately leads to crafting strategic purchases and sales that can amplify the power of their coin investments. Overall, the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel offers a fresh perspective in the sphere of coin collecting as it illustrates the intricate interplay between minting errors, market trends, and collector knowledge. As many collectors learn the nuances and intricacies surrounding minting processes and error identification, the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel serves as an ongoing reminder of how a seemingly commonplace piece of currency can transform into something wholly extraordinary and invaluable over time. The world of coin collecting is one that continues to evolve, and those who remain informed will undoubtedly discover new avenues of appreciation and significance in their pursuits. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or new to the hobby, the 1999 P. nickel presents an excellent opportunity for everyone to get involved and perhaps uncover a rarity or historical treasure that might just lie in waiting. So, the next time you fumble through your pocket change, remember the unexpected value that a single coin can represent, hinting at a legacy of history and compelling ownership in the ever-changing landscape of numismatics. Ultimately, this journey through the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel underscores the rich breadth of the coin collecting world and reinstates the notion that each piece has its own story to tell, capable of sparking joy, curiosity, and camaraderie among those who share in the passion for discovering the treasures of our past. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the fascinating realm surrounding the 1999 P. Jefferson nickel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative. Next 1974 Jefferson nickels, where today we're diving deep into the captivating world of coins, specifically focusing on a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel, a coin that is not just a humble 5-cent piece but is also worth an astonishing $288 million due to a series of errors, discrepancies, and fascinating mint mark varieties. As we explore the specifics of this remarkable coin, we'll dive into the intricacies of the error types, the significance of mint marks, and the historical context surrounding this incredible piece of currency. The story of the Jefferson nickel itself is rich, with the series originally beginning in 1938 when the United States Mint decided to celebrate Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, by featuring his likeness on the obverse side of the coin, showcasing his profound impact on American history. Fast forward to 1974, a notable year in the series, the U.S. Mint released the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel primarily intended for circulation, but unbeknownst to many, it would soon transform into a coveted item for numismatists for reasons that extend far beyond its face value. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel is the error varieties associated with this specific coinage. These errors can occur during the minting process and often vary from minor production mistakes to strikingly apparent misprints that fundamentally alter the coin's visual aesthetic and, ultimately, its value in the eyes of collectors and investors. Collectors dedicated to error coins often seek out these unique specimens, as they symbolize rare opportunities for profit and represent an exciting part of numismatic history that can tell a fascinating story. Among the various types of errors that can happen during the minting of the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel, one of the most esteemed is the double die error, which occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned and creates a visible doubling effect on the design elements of the coin. This results in the appearance of Jefferson's portrait and the word "Liberty" being duplicated in a manner that makes it stand out from the regular issues of the coin, a distinguishing feature that brings thrill to collectors who discover such variants. Reports indicate that specimens with this double die error have sold for thousands of dollars at auction, showcasing how a simple error can cause a significant increase in value, reaching figures far beyond what one would expect for a typical 5-cent coin. The excitement generated by error coins, particularly those like the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel, has developed a robust community of enthusiasts and collectors that are always on the lookout for these hidden treasures. Beyond the double die errors, additional production mistakes can manifest during the minting process, making the 1974 D nickel even more enigmatic and attractive to collectors. For example, off-center strikes occur when the coin is not properly aligned during the pressing process, leading to features that may be incomplete or partially cut off. Such imperfections intrigue collectors, as they present uniquely crafted coins that diverge from the established design norms, creating a rare collectible that can garner significant appraisal from aficionados of numismatics. The 1974 D. Jefferson nickel can also present with striking issues when the minting dies themselves become damaged or worn, which can create fascinating designs that differ dramatically from the original intent. These abnormal characteristics add to the mystique of the 1974 D coin and create a narrative surrounding each find, making collectors eager to explore their own collections and hunting down these captivating errors. Another critical element that plays into the value of the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel is the mint mark itself. Mint marks are small letters stamped onto coins that indicate where the coin was produced. The 1974 D nickel was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark. However, within the broader collecting community, perfect or unique mint marks can have far-reaching implications for valuation. Some enthusiasts meticulously analyze the positioning of the mint mark, as misaligned or irregularly positioned mint marks can create collectible variants. These mint mark discrepancies become a treasure hunt in themselves, as collectors delve into their change and backlogs, examining every piece closely to find those rare specimens that may have slipped through the cracks. The 1974 D. Jefferson nickel also exemplifies the crucial impact that overall coin condition can have on its market value, particularly in the context of error coins. The grading system in numismatics serves to categorize coins based on their condition, with a scale ranging from uncirculated (MS) grades to various levels of wear and circulation that a coin has experienced. High-grade 1974 D nickels, especially those that showcase one of the aforementioned error varieties, can command remarkable prices. Collectors know that the potential for profit is significant, and the allure of uncovering a pristine specimen can drive many into the exhilarating hunt for these coins. It's not uncommon for a 1974 D. Jefferson nickel in uncirculated condition, especially one exhibiting notable errors, to be listed in auctions for steep prices, sometimes reaching thousands, and depending on rarity, placing it in the realm of six-figure valuations, a dramatic amplification of its original value. Aside from the technical aspects of errors and grading, the historical context surrounding the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel also plays a pivotal role in its desirability among collectors. The 1970s were a unique and tumultuous time in American history, marked by issues such as inflation, changes to currency design, and economic instability. These factors contribute to the narrative surrounding the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel, providing collectors with a tangible connection to the events of that era. Owning a piece of currency from such a transformative period in United States history gives collectors a sense of pride and connection to the past, adding further emotional value to each coin they find. As individuals from various walks of life continue to enter the world of coin collecting, the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel stands out as an intriguing focal point that blends history, artistry, and the thrill of treasure hunting. The community of numismatists has seen significant growth over the years, fueled by the fervor surrounding errors such as those found on the 1974 D nickels. In today's digital age, platforms like social media and online marketplaces have played an instrumental role in connecting collectors from all corners of the globe, allowing enthusiasts to share their discoveries, trade insights, and organize events that celebrate the world of coin collecting. This engagement bolsters camaraderie among collectors and elevates the overall excitement surrounding error coins, particularly the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel, as they exchange tips and experiences in their quest for the elusive rare finds. Speculation within the collecting community can dramatically impact the perceived value of coins. When a specific error or variant garners attention, it can lead to a rush of interest that sends prices skyrocketing. News of a recent discovery of a rare 1974 D nickel can circulate rapidly, leading collectors to scramble to find their own. The thrilling idea that a simple coin from a quarter-century ago could suddenly become a hot commodity adds to the addictive nature of both collecting and investing in coins. Each transaction involving the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel has the potential to highlight hidden gems that can revolutionize a collector's perception of value, where a nickel that could once be dismissed as mere pocket change could evolve into a prized asset worth millions. In this ever-evolving landscape of numismatics, the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel remains a beacon of imagination and promise, beckoning collectors into the exhilarating world of coin hunting. As we reflect on the journey we've taken exploring this coin, it becomes clear that the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel is not merely a piece of currency but rather a piece of America's ongoing story. It's a tangible representation of our nation's past, filled with potential for discovery, personal connection, and a reflection of the broader economic and social currents that have shaped the country. The world of coin collecting is a microcosm of the human experience, bringing together individuals in a shared pursuit of discovery and appreciation for the beauty found in unexpected places. Whether you're an experienced collector, a newcomer just starting your hobby, or someone simply intrigued by the idea of hidden treasures lying in change jars, the possibilities surrounding the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel are extensive. As the value of error coins continues to be recognized, this particular nickel will undoubtedly retain its allure, fostering greater interest in American numismatic heritage and inspiring future generations of collectors eager to embark on their own journeys of exploration and excitement in the world of coin collecting. In conclusion, as we wrap up our exploration of the 1974 D. Jefferson nickel and its phenomenal valuation, let's remember that the magic of coin collecting lies in the stories each coin has to tell, the history they embody and the community they create. As we continue on this exciting journey, keep your eyes peeled and your hands ready, because you never know when you might come across that elusive 1974 D. Jefferson nickel or another error coin that could turn your world upside down with its fascinating history and immense value. Happy hunting, and we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most compelling stories in the numismatic world, where simple coins become windows into our past and portals to exciting